What's happening, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more from U2 and their 1983 album War, and we're up to the tune Like a Song, ellipsis. So, yeah, it's interesting. It is a song, but it's called Like a Song, suggesting that it is not actually a song per se, but it is analogous to a song. It is connected by way of simile to an actual song. What are you thinking, Luca? You gonna come over? No? Okay, so yeah, it's interesting. It feels a bit cheeky. Not necessarily that I expect the song to be, sort of light and comedic. There's sometimes I've done reactions to like Police songs where they seem very silly. This doesn't necessarily strike me as a record where you would hear that. But yeah, my first reaction when I saw the title was to laugh a little bit. So let's find out what it is. This is Like a Song by U2, and it's from their 1983 album War. Exactly who are you tonight? sort of wicked and distorted it got by the end. But it's interesting, like the overall flavor of the track was very like new wave type of rock. It was, it was energetic, it was pacey, it had some drama to it. Speaking of drama, another one where his vocals, especially in like the latter third of the track, just blowing me away. Like that was insane. I never heard Bono sing like that. So yeah, incredible. And like, I'm not sure. And I heard some stuff early on that now there were some later lines that have sort of wiped that part of my memory, and I don't remember a couple lines I wanted to comment on early on. But then if he was saying like we're always essentially fighting each other, and it was like two wrongs don't make a right, and it felt like it was basically saying like we humans really have to find better ways of dealing with each other, and I'm definitely of that sympathy, whether we're talking interpersonally, regionally, internationally. Because again, heavy-handed violent solutions may serve like immediate and often, sort of partisan purposes, but in the long run, it's not sustainable. So it felt like it was maybe getting at that idea that humans, we have a really bad track record and psychological disposition toward, again, heavy-handed like violent solutions to problems that actually just need some more consideration, mediation, and so on. Now maybe it was much more specific than that. It might be some of those themes, but in a very particular geo-historical context, but I didn't quite pick up on that. But it really seemed to be like a plea to humanity, and perhaps accentuated by the character of Bono's vocals. I have to say though, I love the drumming in different parts and the sort of really kinetic, powerful, almost as if explosions or bombastic marching and so on in the opening and the end. And then the Edge's guitar work, again, a couple different flavors, a real kind of edgier type of feel to like what I think was the main riff, but then also a more melodic, lyrical type of flavor to the other, which I think are like the verses. So really enjoyed it sonically, and from what I could pick up thematically, I look forward to hearing what people had to say. Bottom line, shout out to all the YouTube people. It seems like every time I do a YouTube reaction, not only are people very eager to talk their music, but they've been like very appreciative for this deep dive. So I just return that right back to you. I'm really excited anytime a deep dive sort of gets additional interest, including for a group that, like U2 and a number of others that I'm going through. It's like, I know who they are. I had some sense of hearing a few songs and so on, but to get a much like fuller and more extensive history lesson in the musical legacy they've left behind is really great. So shout out to all the people who've been part of this one. Like I said, we're moving in, I think, to the second half of the album. I have the Discogs page out. Let me check. Not quite. I think we have like one more and we'll be about halfway through. But the next one is one that people have mentioned, Drowning Man. So I'm looking forward to that. Obviously, it's a bit of an intense title, so have to see what it's about. Do let me know what you think of this one. I will see you then. Peace.